Hello, I'm Sergeant Grimes with the Los Santos State Police Department. I've been playing two characters, Sergeant Grimes plus Officer Kocsis. Well, Officer Grimes has been on vacation. He oversees Officer Kocsis. Officer Kocsis has been promoted to corporal. So the other objective is Captain there's a lieutenant that oversees, well, Sergeant Grimes is on vacation. Well, one night Officer Kocsis was on duty, just doing his normal patrols. Dispatch call radios over the radio that there was a possible 1088 armed robbery. And so Officer Kocsis responded to that call. On arrival, he's also radioing for backup because he knows how these calls are. And well, Officer Kocsis got there. He demanded the suspects to stop. One of the suspects pulled out a handgun and started shooting at the police officer Kocsis. Well, at the time, Officer Kocsis radio in, shots fired, and to send more units in. Well, the second suspect fled and did a grand theft auto and fled in a car. Well, back to that one suspect that did the shooting. He was shot and killed by Officer Kocsis and Officer Barnes with the Los Santos Police Department. Now note, Officer Kocsis is with the Los Santos State PD. Well, Officer Kocsis called for paramedics to see if he can be revived to be charged with attempted murder on the police officer, armed robbery, discharge of a firearm, brandishing a firearm, evading, resisting with violence, arrest. Well, paramedics have pronounced the suspect deceased. Internal Affairs has investigated that shooting and found Officer Kocsis and all the other responding officers justified. Now let's go to the next suspect. Once Officer Kocsis cleared from that location, he went to find the other suspect. He caught up with the helicopters and all the other units. He called a whole bunch of units involved to assist them with the other robbery suspect. They were able to get the car stopped after a 30-minute pursuit. The other suspect pulls out and gets out of the car, pulls a gun, and starts shooting at the officers. Once again, Officer Kocsis and all the responding officers return fire, striking the suspect once in the chest and two in the legs. Officer Kocsis radio in for EMS to come back out to check that suspect. And again, if that suspect arrived, he would have been charged with reckless driving, evading arrest, leaving scenes of an accident just due to him ramming other cars, brandishing and discharge of a weapon, illegal firearms, illegal possession of a firearm, attempted murder on multiple police officers, resisting arrest with violence, and causing mayhem with violence. But unfortunately, both suspects were shot and killed. Again, the IAA came out and investigated it, found all the officers are clear that they were justified. And during the shootout and Officer Kocsis' quick responses to respond to a lot of these calls, when I come back to duty, or if I give word to the lieutenant, Officer Kocsis will be promoted to lieutenant. So as for now, I'm Officer Grimes with the Los Santos State Police Department. Have a good night.